Okay, let's go over your problems on this page. We've already kind of started number 2, but let's go ahead back up to number 1. So if you remember from your rules in your notes, we are going to multiply the numerators and we're going to multiply the denominators together. So 3 times 7 is 21. 8 times 9 is 72. Now hopefully you realize that you could divide them both by 3. And again, the way to do that is to find all the factors. So like 21, it would be 1 times 21. It would be 3 times 7, okay? And then for 72, you would do the same thing. 1 times 72, and then keep going 2 times, and then 3 times, okay? So you would keep working your way and writing down all the factors. And you would have found that 3 would be the largest one that they would have in common. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. 72 divided by 3 is 24. So your answer here, it's going to be positive because there are no negatives, 7/24. Let's look at number 2. Number 2, we've already converted our mixed number into an improper fraction and we brought over our negatives. So this one has 2 negatives. Well, when I have 2 negatives, 2 is an even number of negatives, so it means it's going to be a positive answer. So I don't even need to worry about those negatives anymore. They're gone. 5 times 7 is 35. And 6 times 4 is 24. And again, we got rid of the negatives because there were 2 negatives we just multiplied together, which means it turns positive. Now this is an improper fraction. I'm going to turn it into a mixed number. How many times can I take 24 out of 35? I can do that 1 time. And then 35 minus that 24, what's left over? Well, we should have 11. And 24 is still our denominator there. So there's our answer, a positive 1 and 11/24. Let's look at number 3. This one we need to convert both of those into improper fractions. 5 times 7 is 35 plus 1 is 36/7 times a negative, oh, we've got 1 negative here. 2 times 9 is 18 plus 3 is 21/9. Now, because we only have 1 negative, 1 is odd, so that tells me my answer is going to be negative. So I'm going to go ahead and write it in there right now so I don't forget, because I'd be so bummed if I put a positive. That would be wrong. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to multiply our numerators and then multiply our denominators. So 36 times 21 is 756. 7 times 9 is 63. Now, I'm going to see if 63 works with 756 to save myself some time. I'm going to say 756 divided by 63. Let's see if it works. And it does, 12. So I know that I can divide both of these by 63. Now, when I do that, 756 divided by 63 is 12. And again, I forgot my negative. Look at that, I forgot my negative. And I just got done telling you guys, don't forget your negative. So there's my negative, and 63 divided by 63 is 1. Well, what do we know when we have a 1 on the bottom? Every single number in the world has a 1 underneath it. It's like invisible. Okay, so if I had the number 13, you just can't tell that there's a 1 underneath it, because what that means is it's a whole number of 13. So this is a whole number of -12. So you don't even need the 1 underneath. It's just -12. All right, so go ahead and do your reflection and then get going on your practice work.